Hello my friends. You wouldn't believe how many calls I've had about these crazy ice augers. As you know, this is the land of ice fishing. You can drive across the lake on your truck this time of year right up until April. Isn't that nuts? Just like in that movie Old Men, you know, where they got the little shack and they're angry old men and they got their little shack and they're sitting in there fighting and arguing and having a great time. So anyway, this is my buddy Gord's Jiffy 3 horsepower 2-stroke ice auger. And he says it won't stay running. Tecumseh? Sorry, Mick. Although you guys don't get a chance to walk across water like us. So let's get it in the air. Oh, and we'll go to step 2. So these are a stationary engine, so they'll have a cast iron flywheel, right? Lawnmowers don't have a cast iron flywheel because they have the rotational mass of the blade. There you go, my friends. So the first thing we're going to do is just have a look at the fuel coming out of this bad boy, eh? I don't think it's going to be pretty. There might not even be any fuel in it. Ooh, there's a little. Oh, I see. It's got so much stay-bill in it that there's not enough room for it to run. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. He says he leaves it in here to service it, or to start it. It's got a tag on it. What's it say? Doesn't run right. Won't run when warm, but no solution written on the tag. Right here, this is the when they start digging the ice and release. So let's just, how big is the carburetor on this thing? Oh, it looks just like my other one. You know what, we might have parts if we get desperate. I'm going to take it out of here. I need to get at it. We're going to bring it over to the bench. I don't know how. Oh, it's not that heavy. Ah, I see pops on. Yeah, it's definitely, what kind of carburetor is that again? A Tillotson? I'll let you know in just a minute. I've got to get that gas drained out of it, that 99% stay-bill. I'm going to find out if it's a Tillotson carburetor or not. And I'm almost certain that that carburetor is going to have to come off of there and at least get clean. But if it's got that much oil in it, it might be doable, guys. Even the fuel line is relative. Are you guys getting any of this? See, that's where I forget. I forget you guys are watching too, right? So right down here, there's literally nothing to it. Choke. Oh, that's the throttle. So it's got an automatic clutch. Whew. Yeah. Boy, do I take it off or not? Let's take it off. So that was the fuel, sort of. Wonder if I can use a 7/16 ratchet wrench on this. Not quite. I'm not even gonna try and get it running because he's been complaining about it. Won't stay running. Magnet. Good. No, it should just about come right off of there. Oh, it does use a wind baffle. Good. And then needle nose just okay, so there we are. We've got the carburetor off. And we just have to unhook that throttle spring, right? And it hooks from the inside, so I'm just going to unhook that spring with a pair of pliers. You guys don't need to see that. I don't know which end. Doesn't matter. There it is. Oh, and it's got a primer line too, eh? Which is fairly soft, actually. Okay. The primer's good. Okay, what a cute little setup. Yeah, let's have some fun. Off, on. We're gonna have some fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away. So that's probably an RJ8 plug or something similar. And we'll have this will verify spark and all that stuff. Man, it's hard. I bet you don't think it's got 10 hours on it. Okay, we need some primer, which is 50 to 1 oil. We'll squirt a little bit right into the cylinder. Too much. I always do too much. Now, when I pull that rope, it's gonna, if it's got a good magneto, a good rewind, some compression, it should bark. Arr, arr. Okay. Let's have a little fun. I guess I should put the spark plug, or the gas cap back on, if that's around. I probably already lost it. Oh well, we'll find it. Are you ready? I guess I'll take you off Zoom, eh? There we are. That's beautiful. Now I just need that gas cap. What did I do with it? Okay. Say the heck with that. It's going to be fun. You ready? Okay, it runs. I wonder if I got anything left in it. Nope. Okay. So it fires. I'll be right back. I have to find that gas cap. Alright. This is a smart gas cap. When you're using it, you turn it out so the air can come in the end. Right? And then when you're not using it, you turn it back in, and it's a sealed system and the gas won't evaporate, causing you issues. That's just brilliant. Now, on this 2-stroke carburetor, they're sealed. But on a 4-stroke engine, they're not. They have vents right in the carb. Okay. So now we're just going to take this guy apart. I'm just going to have a little bit look at these jets first. One will be a low and one will be a high. Oh, and they've got limiters on them. Isn't that too bad, eh? And Allen's to get that out of there. And they'll be standard, so I think this is going to work. And that's it. That's the whole carburetor right there. It'd be just nice if it was gooed up and we can just spray it and clean it up and get this thing running, huh? And we'll bill old Gord a couple $1,000. Oops, sorry. Okay, screws coming out. 4 of them. Are they Torx or Allen? Oh, I think they're Torx. Well, that makes life a little bit better, doesn't it? Yep. I should have paid attention to that. Okay, 1, 2. I'm going to ask Gord who we took it to. Even though this is a city of 100,000 people, we're all getting to know each other. There's the pros, and I don't, you know what, I don't begrudge the pros the decisions that they make. Because you got to keep a door open. Did I puncture it? Oh, that'd be sad. Although there's always money to replace stuff, right? Okay, might be $1,000 bill here. There might be a hook on this diaphragm that hooks a little spring lever do-hummer. Nope. Did I puncture it? I blew it. Boss is here. She's waving at you. Right, hello my friends. This carburetor is a Grafton Power Products. This should shoot through the primer. Oh. Good. Go. You with me? Yes? So this pin right here was stuck. So I'm going to try and get that jet out of there, and we'll see if we can spray some carb cleaner behind that. That's a small little guy. Looks like smaller than 5/16. There we go, baby. I'll tell you what size that is in just a minute. So it says it's a Grafton, not a Tillotson, but it's a Grafton product. You ever heard of Grafton? Kenny, you ever heard of Grafton? You guys are in, what do you call, ice fishing country out there? Okay, there's a spring. Caution. Good. Now we want to squirt right through there. Yes, I'm getting some of that. Good. Getting some of that schmoo through there. Now I just want to get those jets out and clean behind there. And I'll get my downside shooter. Carb kit. Okay, and that goes right to these jets. I gotta get these jets out. Hey, yeah. I hate these limiter things. That one's coming. Good. Right on. We can throw those out. Good. Now. Yay! We'll count how many revolutions we are. Half. 3/4 of a revolution on that one. And I'm going to go like this, left and right, so I don't get anything confused. Now we can clean those jets. There we go. Okay, so right in there I've got this other hole plugged. I don't know if you can see in there, but those two little holes are just a flow. Okay, so this one goes into here, and it was at 3/4 of a turn. And that one left the brass ring in there. I wonder if there's a little rubber O-ring in there. Oh well. And I'm gonna put this one back at 3/4. I'm upset I damaged that O-ring, or that that diaphragm. Half, 3/4. I'm gonna go with one turn on this one. But there might be more than one way to skin that cat too. 1/2, 1. Good. Now this is the pin that was plugged. I wonder if I can take it right out. Yes, I can, baby. Look at that. Wow, that's the greatest needle I've ever seen. Now I should be able to shoot through there. Yep. It was stuck too, eh? Perfect. No, let's just do a little squirting down through there now. We're done. It's really too bad that I marked that rubber diaphragm. Okay, watch this. I don't even have to get your thing out, Ken. So that's not what was happening before. Now, I got some work to do. We got a hole in a diaphragm. Look what I just found in the shed. This came out of a snowblower. But what have we got right here? And it even says on here, Grafton Power Products. Grafton Lawson. Grafton Lawson. But those ones are a little different screw, but I bet you that diaphragm will work. This machine runs great. If I can get this, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to muck my buddy Gord around. I'm going to take the diaphragm off of here and stick it on this carburetor, because this diaphragm, when I took it apart, I jammed a screwdriver right through it. So now, we'll just, this is so cold you can hardly touch it. It's minus 30 degrees on this guy right here. So let's just see if we can get that diaphragm out of there, guys. Alright, we're taking this diaphragm off this. So when I save parts, you guys, I only save the parts, like this is a big part. This is about as big as the parts get that I save. And this came out of a little snowblower that my buddy Gene gave me. And I thought, man, do I keep that or not? And you just wait until I get this off of here. And you're going to see, you're going to go, holy cow. This one's older. There it is, baby. It looks pretty close. Where's our dead one? Right here. Oh, no, there. Yes. That's how you wreck them. Ah, I cut through it. Dirty dog. 2. Ah, shoot. Now we're down here again. I gotta slow down, guys. Let me just... Oh, that is so hard. Can I put a hemostat on there just for now? We're going to change this line out. Good. Good. Put some gloves on. Yes, I have some friends. Bowls, cups, things, gas. Are you there? I'm going to rinse this tank out one more time. We're going to start by draining it out of this. No, we're not. We're going to replace that hose. Okay, let's see what's coming out of there. Now, it's old fuel, so don't be excited about that. No, it's just fine. Huh, there was no clamp on the carburetor inlet, eh? Huh. Pliers. That tie gun has shrunk so much. Good. I do believe I have some 1/4 inch tie gun around here. I'll be right back. Alright. So now we have to make this the same length, kind of. That's hard to do. Good. And we take one of these clamps, stick it on the tank. Good. Whoop. And I'm gonna face the clamp out almost, just in case nobody can cut themselves on it. Put the gas cap lid on. Fantastic. Okay, my friends, here we are. Working on our little Jiffy 30 auger. I really want this to be a good engine. And my pal Gord looks after his stuff. Maybe we can put it this way. That works good, eh? Let's just get that spark plug out of there. It was just running, like, you know, pop, pop, pop. Spark plug's in fine shape. And we're gonna do a compression test. W. Good. Now, should I get some tape so you guys can see that? That'd work. I don't mind using up a little bit of tape. Okay. Can you guys see that? We're going to zoom you in a little bit. Zoom, 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 zoom. Good. All right. Now we're going to take a compression test on this guy. Ignition's off. Well, that doesn't matter, and I can't see it, so you guys are going to have to tell me what it is. 4 or 5. Good ones. I hope it's 100. 105. That's going to run good. So now I'm just waiting for the diaphragm on the carburetor. So this video is going to have to go on hold for at least a week until that carburetor diaphragm gets here. Thank you. Hey, I just came in from doing the sidewalks, and now we're going to check the compression on this little engine right here. It's the same size, I think, as the Jiffy 30. I had it in the shed, came off of a little old snowblower. Is that going to work? Yes, it is. Here's the gauge down here. We'll have a look at that after. $105, exactly the same. Isn't that interesting? Cool. Okay, I can put this away. Mrs. Spender's going to get her hair done. Out into the winter wonderland. I just washed it. Now she's going to go get it all dirty. So when it's minus 25, that's like taking a wall out of the garage for a minute and a half, and it drops the temperature right down. So we're working on Mr. Jiffy. His name's not Mr. Jiffy, it's Jiffy 30. I think it's a 3.0 horsepower, 2-stroke engine. I got the diaphragms from a supplier called Leader 41. And everything I've gotten from him has been wonderful. So we're going to use one of these for Mr. Jiffy. And it even comes with instructions, eh? Oh, there's 2 different types of ways of installing it. Look at this, eh? It's nice they send the instructions. On carburetor bodies, design noted with an F embossed on the body, use the above assembly sequence, which is the gasket and then, no, the diaphragm and then the gasket. Consult Service Bulletin Manual 83 and Mechanics Manual. So if it's got an F on it, we put the diaphragm in first. Let's just have a little look. I don't know. So now we're going to bring this over. And it says it's the front, on the front right hand corner. I don't see an F. D16. But I didn't change it when I took it apart, right? So we're going to turn this upside down. It might drip a little. And I'm going to take those screws out of there. And we're just going to assemble it the way it came off. You guys think I'm organized, but whenever I film something, I'm not. Okay, there's 1, 2. Back one. This one here. Shouldn't take much. I think it's even tuned pretty close. The problem is I poked a hole in this diaphragm when I took it out. Confession. True confessions. Dear Abby, I poked a hole in the diaphragm when I removed it 5 weeks ago. Okay, so there's our, and the carburetor has been cleaned. Ah, and this one does have the diaphragm mounted flush to there like that. See, now it went on like that, right? We turn it over and it's the diaphragm first, and then the gasket is on next. Let me look again. Well, I'll be jiggered, eh? 3. I took the limiters off so we can adjust it. But let me see that picture again. It's right on the bottom ridge. Well, we can always take it off and put it back on the other way. So now let's get our new diaphragm. Isn't that something? I'm just going to turn you off and double check the other one. Okay, this is the engine I had in the shed. Came out of a little snowblower. Look right there. There's an F upside down stamped right there. Right there. Now we're going to look at the diaphragm. And this one also has the diaphragm underneath the, it's the gasket and then the diaphragm right up against the carburetor. And quite a few two-strokes are the opposite. So that's quite interesting. Okay, so we'll put you guys back in view here. That's where we're filming. That's really interesting. Hope it fits. And just put this on the other side of the diaphragm. Like that. Yeah, I think so, guys. Wouldn't that be something? That was very, very nice of Leader 41 to send me a set of instructions for this. This is how two-stroke carburetors usually go together, right? But this is back in the day, man. That'd really be something. I'm going to do the front two. That's easier. Oh, it's there's got gas on them now. They're slippery. Good. Okay, let's tighten them up. First of all, by hand. Do you think this is going to change it? I do. Or as John would say, I do. John Clem. Okay, Bruce, I think you're going to have to try it the other way. That's as deep as I can go. Okay, that didn't take long. 5 minutes. Okay, we're going to do this again. So I'll strap this guy down and we'll go to town. Alright, it's strapped down. The diaphragm's been moved to the other side. I'm going to prime it again. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, did I even hook it up to the primer bulb? No, I did not. I was getting excited, right? I wanted to get it to go. Let's just tilt that up now. Look. It's on. Okay, now try. Let's see, guys. Are you with me? Got some light in. Gotta open that door again, unfortunately. I'm nervous. It's a friend of mine. I gotta play with it some more now. Okay, I think I got it, but I still can't get it to rev at complete 100% RPMs without a backfire. So you guys can watch. Give it a little prime, a little choke. Got the doors open. I got 30 to 1 fuel in here now. Okay, too much choke. On idle, the bottom shaft just stops turning, so I think I'm there. Thanks for watching this one, guys. I got it. I changed the plug. It measures fine. I don't know why. The plug from the other little engine I've got over there. Right there. But it's a J19LM, not a J17LM. That's the only difference. I can set it to the point where it's absolutely whining, high RPM, but it's just sounding lean, and then I turn it out a little bit and it looks good. So let me just do that for you. Oh yeah, she's got some power too. Not very often that's a plug. That was the manager of dispositions. So anyway, I think she runs top now. I don't understand. Maybe it's the J17LM versus the RJ17LM versus the RJ19LM. But I measured it with an ohmmeter and it measures just fine. So let's do that one more time, guys. Holy, I had earplugs on for that before. That is a loud machine. Thank you. All right, my friends. We got Gord's Jiffy 30 running. I shouldn't even have to choke it. Nope. Oh, maybe I had. Oh, yes, I did. I was fiddling around. Let's give it a little choke. What? Not now. So it's right at the top end. If I lean it out anymore on the high screw, it runs absolutely perfect, just like a chainsaw, but you don't want to do that. You want to add just a little bit more fuel and make it, call it what they call fat, so that when it's digging a hole in the ice, it'll go to full RPMs. Thanks, man. She's done.